All right. Well, hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the special Thursday night webinar for Lumaxa. My name is Steve Gowecki. I'm the president of Lumaxa, and I'm joined tonight by a very special guest, Mr. Kevin Thomas, who's part of our consultative group with Lumaxa, also the formulator of our brand new, soon-to-be launched Ceva Life Wellness System. And we're excited to have Kevin on the webinar tonight. He's in the room with us, and he's live, and he'll be taking some questions at the end of his presentation tonight. But before we bring him out to speak, I want to give him a proper introduction. So let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about who our speaker is tonight, Mr. Kevin Thomas. You know, Kevin has over 35 years of nutritional supplement manufacturing experience. He's brought in over 1,000 products to this marketplace. He owns and operates a large state-of-the-art manufacturing laboratory that's not only FDA registered, but it's CGMP compliant, NSF audited, it's kosher certified, and USDA organic certified. And Kevin has written several patents for nutritional products and processes, and he is constantly inventing new technologies in formulations, process, harvesting systems, delivery systems, and production methods. Additionally to that, Kevin owns and operates his own farm, superfoods, and aquatic algae. And he was the first in the United States to market enzymes, antioxidants, macroalgae, adaptogens, sublingual delivery methods, free radical pathology, jet dry foods technology, magnetic polarization delivery methods, and many other industry-leading trends common in today's nutritional market. Kevin has invented and manufactures our new line of diet and wellness products, and over the coming years, you know, our company is going to enjoy a front row seat with Kevin and all his future inventions. So our relationship represents the strongest supply chain opportunity known in the nutrition industry. So Kevin, pleasure to have you on as our guest again this evening. Thanks for taking some time out of your schedule, and we look forward to hearing all the updates and excitement that you have for the upcoming launch of our Ceva Life system. So Kevin, take it away.
Hi, Steve. Thanks for having me on the call. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Great to have you.
Great. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining on the call. I want to kind of get right into it. Don't show that picture yet, Steve, but we're going to talk about the Ceva Life Wellness System. It's a 3-product system, and we believe that a system works better, is more important for body metabolism management than these single magic pill cures or these single fancy products that are out there. You have to deliver nutrients to the body in a way that they'll get absorbed, whether you have to hydrolyze them by putting them in water, or whether they're going to be digested through a capsule form, or whether you want to get sublingual delivery. There's different ways to get things into the body. You want to get things into the body the right way. And then most importantly, you want to really get the right things in the body the right way. So the first one we're going to talk about in the Ceva Life package is Ceva Total. And it's T-O-T-A-L-E. It's like a French phonetic, you know, and it comes from the word total. And I don't know how to even begin to address the completeness. That word total says it all. There's a lot of companies out there that have a lot of sizzle and hype. At the end of the day, the truth has to rise to the top. You can't say something's total and then have it be deficient. You can't say something's complete and have it be empty. So I have the label in front of me, and what we're going to do is I'm going to walk through this label. Now on the picture, images of the 3 products. It was my bad. Okay. So you got the sorry, you got the 3 products there. The first box is just a placeholder. That big box, Ceva Total, is actually a bag, and it's almost 4 pounds of material for a 30-day supply. This is a huge product, and it's so big because it has so much stuff in it. So we're going to go through the list. I'm going to actually read you the label. On the cover, Ceva Total, it says shake, nourish, and lose. Contains 30 servings. It's enriched with over 50 vitamins, minerals, proteins, fibers, enzymes, and probiotics. It's a meal replacement shake. It's a delicious vanilla flavor. None of these words are underestimated. Delicious. This thing is delicious. I have kids that are begging all the time, can I have another shake? Can I have another shake? And this is not a candy. This is not a snack. You can have one. But that's great. That's when kids are dying for it, you know, the adults love it. And I'm telling you, that's in water. You mix it in other things, it's fabulous. I'm going to read the directions. There's a big scoop that comes in that bag. 2 scoops will provide you with 57 grams of material. You'll mix those 2 scoops in 8 to 10 ounces of cold water or cold liquid of your choice, water, milk, juice, soy milk, etc. Dilute and blend, and you can blend it and to your desired taste. You want it thick, you put a little less water and it'll be really rich, creamy thick. You want to turn it into more of a light summer beverage, you can thin it out, add a little bit more beverage. Okay, so for the best results, use it as directed with the complete Ceva Life program. And those results are, we want to have energy, we want to have weight loss, mental alertness, proper sleep. There's so many benefits. We have them on the label. I'm going to read them to you. First, you can personalize your Ceva Total meal replacement shake system by making it a smoothie. Add your choice of liquids and fruits, and then for a frothy experience. Reading from the bag, right? You can make it a shake. Add your choice of milk, juice, or coffee, hot or cold. Then blend in for a delicious meal replacing midday snack. You want to make a breakfast. So many people don't do breakfast. It's 2 words, break, fast. When you wake up, you've been on a fast. You need to break that, start your metabolism. Only an activated metabolism is going to liberate adipose tissue, liberate fat, try and get the sugar out of the fat. And if our body still thinks we're at rest, if our body still thinks we're hibernating, we're going to stay in the fat storage mode. We need to get rid of that. But most importantly, even if some of us aren't trying to lose fat, there is energy trapped in that sugar, in that fat cell. We can liberate that by starting your metabolism. I'm a 2-3 coffee in the morning drinking guy. And I love my coffees, and I put a little creamer in there, but not anymore. I put 1 scoop. It's only a half a serving. I put 1 scoop because I'm going to get another scoop later. I'm going to take another shake later, and I turn that coffee into breakfast because the protein starts the metabolism. And not only is it delicious, it's really easy. You're up in the morning with 55 things to do. I don't have time to go. I got enough time for my Keurig coffee maker, and I use a larger glass. Bam, I'm in with a shake. I'm starting my day. Back to the label. I can make a breakfast bowl out of it. Add it to low fat, low sugar yogurt for a creamy topping to put on fruits. Put that topping on cereals. Mix it in the cereals. Start your day and you'll feel full. You won't be as hungry as fast. And then when you are hungry, eat a proper, smart, balanced meal. Ceva Total is an all-natural meal replacement system, and it's 5 products in 1. So when you talk about value, when you're looking on the marketing side of this business opportunity, you want to justify the price. You want to justify why you're taking this product. You'd have to go buy 5 different products to achieve the destiny that we've achieved in this delivery system. Here they are. 21 vitamins and minerals. These are fortified nutrients that are added to what is naturally occurring. The proteins and the fibers and the other nutrients in the shake, they also have naturally occurring whole food nutritional compounds in the forms of vitamins, minerals, amino acids, peptides, proteins, etc. But added to that in the form of fortification, 21 vitamins and minerals, 7 premium protein sources. That variety of 7 premium protein sources is designed to give you complex amino acids, instant protein delivery, delayed protein delivery, and different receptor site behaviors on how those sugars that are in those proteins are bonded. So you get a deep variety of delivery systems for complex proteins. Your body's going to look for the amino acid systems to be able to absorb, utilize, and metabolize that protein. And so by having a variety of proteins, you have a variety of amino acid complex. And nobody goes that deep in this industry to provide you a complex protein source to give you the deliverables. 7 premium proteins, 5 prebiotic fibers. So a prebiotic is the food that feeds the probiotics. Probiotics are the natural biological content that's in your intestinal tract, called intestinal flora. There's good bacteria, there's bad bacteria. Probiotics are good bacteria. And they're essential to intestinal health. They're essential to absorption of nutrients, breakdown of foods. They're essential to our immune system. They play a critical role in developing serotonin. There are so many important functions. You know, we're not just a single being. We are a complex group of other life forces working together. So we got to feed our probiotics by giving ourselves prebiotics. And prebiotics are fibers that have natural sugars, that have glyconutrients, which are also referred to as sugars. And these tools feed proper intestinal flora. Otherwise, they could starve off and die and become acidified. We have 5 probiotics, the probiotics that I was just talking about that you have in your intestinal flora. If you eat yogurts and other things, you want to increase the population of the colonies of the probiotics. Many people have great standalone probiotic products, $30, $40 for this amount of potency. When we add the 5 prebiotic fibers to the 5 probiotics, we have a proper digestive building tool to build intestinal regularity. And when we talk about fibers, we're not talking about a label claim. Let's put some sprinkle on there so we can say we have something that looks neat. That's called sizzle. We want steak. We have 10 grams. Imagine what 10 grams, you guys that cook at home and you weigh that out, 10 grams is a ton of fiber. These are soluble and insoluble fibers. They're not the kind of thing that's going to make you go run into the bathroom. They're not the kind of thing that's going to bind you up. These are soluble. Some of them are completely digestible, and some of them are pass-through digestible. You know, they'll act as in peristalsis. They'll help. The peristaltic function is the muscle action of your intestinals. They'll promote peristalsis so you can move bile out of your system. We've all heard that you've probably got 5 or more pounds of bile in your system. Well, that bile is also a toxin, and that toxin causes all kinds of health challenges. So fiber is essential, but the type of fiber is essential. We're still reading the things that are in this product. 11 digestive enzymes. Now, some of you may have heard of digestive enzymes. Our mouth is a digestive enzyme manufacturing factory. You've heard of amylase, protease, lipase. These are the enzymes that when we chew, they're secreted in our salivary glands, and they help break down fat, proteins, starches, carbohydrates. They do the pre-digestive process to support the acidic reaction in the stomach, to then help those enzymes work with intestinal flora so we don't get this big chunk of food passing right through it. It breaks down, it gets absorbed, and the nutrients get utilized. But there are a lot more than the 3 that are in the mouth. They're usually naturally occurring in fruits, vegetables, roots, grains. But today's processing of our modern foods kills these digestive enzymes. Most of them are going to die at around 114 to 140 degrees. So any canning, cooking, pasteurization, any sterilization methods, any acidification, like when you acidify, if you're going to buy a sports drink that's a fruit flavor, it's acidified. They put acid, citric acid in there so they can create a low pH environment so none of the bugs will grow. Well, if probiotics and digestive enzymes are living compounds, they're not going to live in that acidic environment just like we can. So there's a whole category of digestive enzymes designed and put together not because it's a cheap, easy answer. It's one of the most expensive compounds because it is the type of enzymes required to digest and utilize everything in the Ceva system, but also in an amount sufficient to continue the work after the product is utilized. We still have a lot of work to do in our gut and our colon. That's called the core of our body, and this is the core of our health. We use natural flavors with no added sugar. There's no chemicals and no food dyes and no coloring. On these proteins, I gotta tell you just about one of the proteins, the whey protein that we get, we bring it in from Ireland. Why? American cows got hormones. They're non-GMO. They're not non-GMO. There's a lot of challenges. In Ireland, they have grass, these beautiful grass fields with no fertilizers, no pesticides, no chemicals. The cows are range-free. They're not injected with hormones. They just survive how they survive, and they're well taken care of, and they've got plenty of exercise. It's a whole different universe. It's a little more pricey, but that protein tastes rich, creamy, and buttery. and the same protein equivalent from the same species of cow in America. And I hate to bash our beautiful country, but we're all about volume and not quantity. But that stuff tastes a little bit more like cardboard. If you've gone to some of these health food stores, you take those proteins. Why does it taste like cardboard? If it's tasting denatured, it is denatured. So you want to pick something that's great. Let's right on the label. The top 10 reasons people enjoy Ceva Total every day. Our nourishing proprietary blend of vitamins, minerals, and complex nutrients provides you a healthy and filling meal replacement shake that will. Let's talk about meal replacement shake. The only one company fought the FDA and was able to prove the claim meal replacement shake was Ensure. Now, that's an okay product. You compare Ensure to Ceva Total, and you need to get your checkbook and you need a really big shopping cart to fill it full of that other meal replacement shake to get the same quality and quantity of nutrients in this form. So here's the claims that this product will deliver. Activate your metabolism, promote weight loss, build lean muscle, converts calories into energy, aids in proper digestion, promote longevity, satisfy cravings, enhances the immune system, promotes regularity, nourish every cell in your body. You don't have to write it down. You don't have to memorize it. It's on the bag. It's a reminder every day you take the product. To have that kind of a complete system, and this is just phase one of a three-phase system, gives you the nutrients that you need every day. We all need a multivitamin. We all need intestinal health. We all need fibers. We're not eating 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Who has the time? We're not doing what we're supposed to do. There's a lot of fast foods. It's a quick answer. There's a lot of garbage. I'm preaching to the choir. You guys already know the things that are out there that we're faced with. At least one meal of that day can be wholesome, pure, natural, and healthy. I know there's some vegans out there that says, I can't wait for it to be vegan. And yes, we're focusing on a round 2 of that because the dairy wheys and some of these proteins aren't vegan. But for the rest of us, right now, here's an opportunity to get started and to feel a difference. You will really feel different when you take the product. When you eat clean food, you feel clean. When you eat healthy foods, you feel healthy. And what does that mean to feel that way? Energy, vitality, vim and vigor, mental alertness. I can sleep better. I want to dance. I want to make love. I want to enjoy conversation. I just feel like getting up and moving around. That's what life's about. So there's a total experience that you can get from a Ceva Total product. Next product in the line, Ceva Boost. The name says it all. We want to boost our total experience. I want to take it to the next level. I want to lose weight. I want to have better mood. I want to really pound that energy up. But I don't want that jittery energy. I don't want to drink just a solid caffeine product. I want to have something that is unique, that I can feel the difference in my motivational energy, my psychological mood and energy. A happy mood is an energetic mood. And I want to control the appetite. Give me a tool that will empower me to control myself again so I don't want to go grab the Twinkies. They took them off the market. They came back on the market. I'm so happy. It's the most fabulous food on the planet, a Twinkie. But I don't really need it all the time. Give me the courage to not make that decision. Ceva Boost gives that booster, gives you that support, gives you that courage. You're in control. You really will feel a difference. We're going to talk to a couple people that have already had the product and already experienced this. It's not sizzle and hype. It's reality. If this product doesn't do what we're saying it's going to do, we're not going to have a business and we're going to fail. But on the other hand, if this product does what I say it's going to do, and what these people can share with you does, you have a product that can light your business on fire, but more importantly, can literally and legitimately change the lives of the people that we touch every day. And that experience is worth more than $1 million. If we can leave people in a better place than we found them, So when you take the Ceva Boost, it's an amino acid blend with a few other really unique nutrients. Let me tell you a quick story about amino acids. If when we synthesize something in the pharmaceutical industry, we find a chemical, we find a compound, we find something in nature, and we duplicate it by using amino acids. So I could take snake venom, and you guys know a little bit about that, cobra snake venom. And I could buy the right amino acids and stack them in the right amount, 2% of this, 4% of that, 6% of that, 9% of that, 12% of that. I could stack it up exactly like snake venom, mix it together and put it with a delivery system and inject that in your arm, a lot of it, and your body will, just the same amount that a snake would, your body will react and not know the difference that you just got bit in the arm by a snake, by a cobra snake. I'm not comparing this to the products that we have that are homeopathic and that are designed for that kind of absorption, but you get the point. If I duplicate snake venom, I am going to get that reaction. So what if I were to go the other way and I were to duplicate with an amino acid profile system, duplicate the positive trigger points that I can stimulate in the brain by using unique proteins and peptides? I can turn on those receptor sites that make me have a happy mood, that make me accept energy, that shut down my cravings, that increase my satiety, that open the door for increased serotonin reception and production. Ceva Boost does that. 2 capsules, take them together, take them in a divided dose. If you feel too much of a reaction, just take 1. And maybe if you've got a super challenge and you're a little over on the scale, you might take 3. But the typical daily serving is 2 a day, 30-day supply. I'm going to show you a picture right now, Stephen. Now we want to introduce a system. I didn't talk about the gum too much. Let's talk about the system, then I'll address the gum. I said a lot of stuff here on the phone tonight, and it sounds neat, but I want to experience it. I want to see it. Nobody packages a sample delivery system like this. I don't want to rip open a stick pack, rip open a thing. Then I got to go find a bottle, and then it all won't fit in the bottle. And I pour the bottle, and half I got to pour out. And I got stuff spilling all over. Oh, this is a mess. It's all done. There are 3 bottles, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you want to start. You just add water. Monday, you add water. You try the program. Wow, this is delicious. I could do this every day. That's a 12-ounce bottle. These aren't little tiny things. That's taller than a Gatorade bottle. So I'm going to add my water to that. I'm going to shake it up. It's just got powder in there. I can do it right now. I can take it to work and do it later. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to try milk in that one. Next day, I'm going to try some orange juice because I heard it tastes just like an orange Julius. I've got 3 days to try this program to convince myself that it's delicious, that it works, that I feel the things that were just promised on that fancy label that I read. And I know by the second and definitely by the 3rd day, just from that product alone, you're going to feel those promises that are made on that label. Up in the upper right-hand corner with a little black cap, that's 6 capsules, a 3-day serving of the Ceva Boost that has those profiles that we discussed that give you mood, energy, and appetite control. When I'm done with that shake, I'll wait in the afternoon, I'll take that pill. Between those times, if I get a craving, if I get a challenge, if I'm concerned, or maybe I just want to continue to enjoy great tasting products, I'm going to take this Ceva Slim Gum. That box has 16 pieces of gum in it. That's 4 days worth of gum. Just because we didn't want to leave you a half-empty box, right? So you got 3 days worth of shakes, 3 days worth of pills, 4 days worth of gum. Plus, it's so easy to share gum with somebody and say, hey, try this. Would you like to hear about our 3-day challenge pack? Would you like to join us on a program? Do you maybe know somebody that could lose a few pounds? You may know somebody that has an energy challenge, a mood challenge. Let's see if we can get together on this. That Ceva Slim Gum, it doesn't say so on the label, is a sublingual delivery system. There's a coffee extract in there that we've heard Dr. Oz talk about. There's Garcinia cambogia that's been out for a long time, containing high levels of hydroxycitric acid, a tested and proven ingredient to promote weight loss and the removal of adipose tissue, there's other valuable nutrients in that gum that get absorbed in your mouth when you chew it. And there's 4 a day for you there. So you're constantly attacking the body. The body cannot win with this toolbox. This toolbox is unique. Nobody has something that is cool, that is pretty, it's easy to share, it's value-based, it delivers the promise, and you can take away the words and put your money where your mouth is. When somebody tries this product, they are going to experience a life-changing result. If you can't build a business off of the dramatic response of a life-changing result, then we're empty. There's a lot of companies out there that have, the magic juice of the month club. How can 1 ounce of juice provide what pounds of measurable nutrition can provide? Those juices are good. They have some nutrients in it. If you drink half a bottle, you'll really get some value. Got to be rich. But I need a total answer. I need all the right nutritional tools. You can't just get it out of a single magic juice from the beautiful Amazon. There's wonderful stuff out there. You need a total answer. Continue with your juices and your other programs. But Stephen, this really is the answer. And I'd really like to open up the call and talk. We were talking a little bit earlier, Stephen, to Shelley. And Shelley, if we can get you on the speaker, I want you to tell us, because you had some doubts. You were worried. You were concerned. You're going to move your business to this platform. I don't want to just move my business to this platform unless it has something that I can believe in. You tried the product with doubt. Shelley, can you tell me honestly what you experienced in those 3 days?
Absolutely, Kevin. I'd be happy to do that. And you're right. I was thoughtful because I've used other kinds of items similar to this that made great claims. Usually about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I start fading, and I feel foggy. I feel overwhelmed. I feel that's usually the time when I'll go and start munching out. So I was a little bit skeptical, so I used only 1 tablet because I didn't know what they were, what kind of effect they were going to have on me. I'll tell you this, after the 2nd day, I felt I'm a pretty happy person normally all the time, but I felt really good. I felt clear. I felt, the mental clarity, I think, is what got me, what I noticed the most. And I was happy, and I wasn't hungry. I wasn't, walking around. Working from home can be kind of detrimental to your waistline at times. And so this helped me to control. I had breakfast, I ate lunch, and then I ate dinner. So I'm pretty pleased. I can't wait to get my hands on those little bottles that we're looking at right now in that gum to put the whole system all together. And because I do need to lose some weight. So I'm excited, and I know that everybody is going to be really excited when they have an opportunity to try this product.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Shelley. And you know what? The Ceva Boost, yes, it has this great result in weight loss. But since the tragedy of 9/11, that over a 5 times increase in the population of depression in the United States, which then multiplied even further since the recession. People just aren't happy. We don't have the money. Things are happening with the family. There's challenges at work. It's just a kind of a stressful environment. We're starting to see a slow turnaround. This is the kind of product that can help you get a fast turnaround. You're just going to be happy about life. And when you're happy, you're not digging in the refrigerator for happiness. And so, Shelley, really, you hit it on the head when we talked earlier on the call. You just felt wonderful. So that's a product that you can have in your pocket for life, So it's not just weight loss. Steve, here's a good chance to open the phones or the text up for some ideas. I'd love to talk to Dr. Ron Cook. Anybody that has anything to ask, I'll open the phone.
Well, before we do that, let's bring on Keith Carey. I've got Keith on the speakerphone here because he had got bumped off with his computer, but we want to hear his testimony. He actually not only tried to Ceva Boost as well, like Shelley did, but he also got an exclusive opportunity to try the Ceva Total for a week. And many of you have heard his story, but some of you maybe are not familiar with Keith's testimonial. So I'm going to go ahead and put him onto the speakerphone here. Hopefully you guys can hear him okay. We'll do a sound check on this too. So Shelly, let us know how Keith sounds coming in. Go ahead.
Okay, Steve, can you hear me and everybody else hear me out there?
Yes, they can. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Well, Kevin, thank you so much for making this incredible product. I am super, super excited about this system, and I was one of the lucky ones. I did get a sneak package of the Ceva Total and the Ceva Boost, and I got to tell you something that I took a video of it. I think many of you have seen it if you've been on these calls over the last few weeks. But I did a video of me testing the very first Ceva Total, and I got to tell you, my first reaction was it tastes like ice cream. And I can tell you that in 28 years of being in this industry, that I've had the opportunity to put a lot of shakes in my system. I love protein shakes. I love the meal replacement shakes, and nothing that I've taken over the past 28 years even comes close to this. In the taste, in the flavor, the way that I feel afterwards, it fills my stomach. I feel good. I don't feel sluggish. I don't have the acid reflux that I get from a lot of these other products, which was really shocking. That was the real test for me, because all of these other products out in the industry, I mean, all of them, you guys know which ones I'm talking about, have given me that acid reflux and that congestion right after I'm drinking them, and also give me like a gassy, like my stomach will actually start to puff up a little bit, and I start to get gas on these other products. On the Ceva Total, did not happen. I love the taste. As a matter of fact, I blended it with some almond milk, put a little bit of granola. I put some hemp seed granola in there on top of it, and man, it was just like dessert. So that was amazing. Then I took the Ceva Boost, and I got to tell you, I had an overall sense of well-being. I was lifted without that edgy, jittery feeling that you get from most of these. I can't drink coffee. Unlike Kevin, Kevin says he does a couple of cups of coffee a day. I can't do that. My system just goes wacky bizarre on me. So any kind of caffeinated products normally get me going off the edge, and I can't sleep at night. I get edgy. This did not have anything remotely like that. This can get, like I said, an overall sense of well-being, mental clarity and focus, and kind of like a happy pill. I got to tell you something that in 10 days of taking this product, and I'm kind of bummed out because I ran out of the product, and I was calling Lumaxa. I said, please don't let me run out of this product. And literally, my wife can attest to that. Please don't let me run out of this product. I need this product. I've lost 8 pounds in 10 days without changing anything about my diet. And I can tell you this much, that I was out taking care of some errands one day, and I walked by an ice cream store, and I walked by a donut shop, and those are two of my favorite guilty pleasures on the planet, donuts and ice cream. I love them, kind of like Elvis, I think. I just don't do fried bananas or whatever, fried Twinkies I think he used to eat. But it felt like I was going that direction anyway. Now with the Ceva Life product, not even bat an eye. Look in the window, keep walking by. I did not have that inkling to go after that. No sweets, no snacks, no sugars, no fats. And I got to tell you again, Kevin, thank you. Please get this thing out to us, man. We are all chomping at the bit. And me knowing personally what it does, I can tell you, I am like just biting my fingernails waiting for it to come to my front door. So thanks, guys, for that. And I'll turn it back over to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Keith. Thank you very much. And I'll tell you, I also had a chance to try the Ceva Boost for a 3-day trial. And, I got to tell you, I can relate to Shelly a little bit with the afternoon drop-off. The energy drops off for me right after lunch, about 1:30, 2 o'clock. And, I think I was destined to live in Spain or something for that afternoon siesta, or whatever it's called, the sleep time. And, that little nap cycle, and this product lifted me out of that. I took it for 3 days, and all 3 days I felt really steady energy all day long. I didn't have that sluggishness in the afternoon, and it was just fantastic. So I know that it definitely made a difference. Even though it was only a couple of days, I could definitely feel like I was stepped up a couple different levels in energy, and it was consistent. It wasn't like the ups and the downs. It wasn't yo-yo. It was really steady, consistent energy. my productivity was much higher those 3 days than they usually are in the afternoons because of that sluggishness of energy. So I love just the sampling I got. I cannot wait to get my hands on the Total and the shake and to start taking the weight loss challenge for myself, because I have some pretty exciting goals for myself this year to lose about 20 pounds. So I tell you, it's exciting, Kevin, what you've got put together here. And before we take some questions, and guys, start typing in your questions here, so we can have a bunch lined up for Kevin. But I want to start us off with one question, and then we'll open it up for everybody else. Kevin, tell us a little bit about how this came together, with your background merging with the background of Lumaxa and what the vision of Lumaxa is. Can you kind of just clue people in a little bit about the conversations? And I know that you were talking one time before about how impressed you were with the leadership group at Lumaxa and their willingness to open up the checkbook and say, put the grandest product together you've ever done. And I know that excited you to be able to have that kind of green light and blank canvas to start creating using all your experience. Can you just touch on that a little bit, and then we'll start taking some questions?
Imagine how Michelangelo felt when the bishops came to him and said, "Hey, paint the ceiling." That was a big job. That was a great opportunity. It was an endless canvas, and it's kind of funny, but most companies, whether they're retail companies, whether they're direct sale companies, whether they're the huge .coms, they all work budget based. We want to sell something for X. We can't pay any more than Y. And then therefore you have to fit in that budget. But then as a nutritionist and as a chemist, I sit there and go, what's your goal for the product to achieve? Well, we want to give the body mood, energy, vitality, longevity, antioxidants, balance, nutrition. You want to do all these things. You want to be a doctor in a box. Yeah, but we only want to spend X. Well, you just can't get there. You can't get Rolls-Royce cars for Volkswagen's budgets. I'm talking about the old 1964 Volkswagens. So when the Lumaxa team sat down with me, they said, if we switch these chairs, what would you do? I said, I'd find the best manufacturer in the world, and thank God they did. And then I would say, I wouldn't give them any rules. Why don't you give me a month with no checkbook, with no rules, and let's come out with the answer. And then you tell me if you like it. And they liked the idea, and we moved forward, and we got several group calls. What about this? Why not that? Is that too much? Is this too little? There was a lot of communication challenges. About 12 people were in the product development team. A lot of pushback, a lot of support, a lot of arguments, really defending the wellness concept of what the body needs. Forget the money. And then because of the strength of the company and its ability to grow, we're able to negotiate. And because of the strength of my company, we can get really good values on those quality ingredients. So we ended up with the system that when we show you the comparison charts to other on the market, it's 3, 4, 5 times anything that anybody else has out there. And that's just the shake part of it. There's nothing like this gum delivery system. There's nobody that's addressing the body and changing the body the way the Boost product does. So having that team together and coming up with this, that's why I'm spending the time and why I'm so passionate and intimate about it. It's kind of like my partnership, my baby. These guys are letting me really finally do, after 35 years, open the slate and let me get in there and do it. And I'm very proud of it. It's super cool, Steve.
Well, it's impressive. I think you've seen some comments in here. People are complimenting the packaging and how impressive it looks, and I know that it's going to be super easy for people to do their 3-day when it's all laid out for them. Conveniently grab the bottle and try it with just adding your beverage at work or whatever. It's really fast, easy, simple. I mean, those are all ingredients for a good formula for something that's going to be explosively successful. Let's go ahead and take some questions here. Alina has a question in here. I don't know if you're okay. Go ahead, jump right in.
I can see how many carbs are in the shake. for those of us that are diabetic. Okay, so sugar carbs, bad. Fiber carbs, good. All right. So there's 27 grams of carbohydrates, but those are not sugar carbohydrates. Those are from dietary fibers. So the majority of that comes from 10 grams of the dietary fibers. The rest of it comes from the proteins because there's no added sugars. There's no free sugars. It comes from naturally occurring glyconutrients. So you can try this, try a half a shake, monitor your insulin levels, monitor your blood glucose, and you should see normalization. You should see non-effect. 4 grams of sugar is on the label. That is not 4 grams of sugar, 4 grams of added sugar. Those are the natural glyconutrient sugars found in proteins and fibers that come from whole foods. You're not going to get the sugar insulin spike because a complex glyconutrient has a low glycemic behavior in the body, and it will not spike like free-form free sugar. Let's look at Pavel. When can we order this product? I'm going to leave that up to you, Steve, but let me tell you this. We've already bottled all the little bottles. We've got the gum coming in tomorrow. We're waiting for the labels next week. All the powder is here. Everything's ready to go in the pack-out bottles, the shakes. All the systems are here. We had legal approval challenges to make sure that we can get away with all of these statements and claims that we're pushing the envelope on. And so we're looking in the next 15 days starting to push stuff out of the factory door. And so I don't know how many days we're looking at and getting into your hands, but in the next 2 weeks, the system starts to turn on. So at least lining people up that want to be involved in the program is something we should really start doing now. Steve, any question?
Let's see. We have costs. The final figures and Gene on all the costs are being put together, so we don't have all the numbers put together, finalized yet, but that'll be coming.
It's less than $1,000 a month for sure.
There you go, for sure. Yeah, and you know what? I believe that some people, if they knew that it was going to change their physical well-being and they could lose the weight they want to lose, they're going to feel great. You know what? You can't put a price on good health, so I think people would pay any amount of money to feel great and get great results. But trust me, it's not $1,000 a month.
Yeah, Betsy asked, are they gluten-free? Yes. Are they soy-free? Yes. So there's no soy protein. There's a very small amount of soy lecithin, but that is not soy protein. So it acts, if you have a soy allergy, you should not have a lecithin allergy. Can't answer the question on how soon the vegan version will be released because we're in the process of making a couple 100,000 of the current one, but it'll come too.
Hey, Kevin, Wendy Dayton asked a question about sweeteners. I'm sorry, did you address that one already? Did I miss that? She's saying talk about the sweeteners. Did you already see that one?
I did not see that. Let's talk about them now. The sweeteners that we use are xylitol, lohan, and stevia. Xylitol is a sugar alcohol approved by the American Dental Association to actually aid in the prevention of cavities. It's a natural alcohol extract. Lohan goo is monk fruit. It's a low glycemic natural fruit extract that doesn't provide whole molecule sugars. It's really more of they do an alcohol extract on the lohan fruit. And then stevia, that's high in steviosides. We use a ribonoside A, 95% stevioside. If you just use the stevia, you tend to get an aluminum foil metal taste in your mouth. If you use just the lohan, it tends to be too pineapple-y tasted. If you use the xylitol, it tends to taste too much like a Tic Tac mint. When you mix those together and you balance them, and then we have a whole thing that we call a flavor mix creamery. Keith talked about it tasting like ice cream. We actually use the profile of ice cream in the way the fats and the sugars work together to rebuild that flavor profile. But in that creamer, there's sunflower oil, sodiums, diglycerides, phosphates, those kind of things, and tocopherols. So I think that answers the questions on the sugars.
Dr. Cook's got a question. about serotonin weight loss system?
Yeah, I've heard of the one that he's talking about. Um, it's interesting. Excuse me. The thing with serotonin is 90% of the serotonin needed by the body is produced in the gut. If you balance the gut, you'll improve your serotonin potential. If you nourish the gut, you'll maximize that potential. The balance of the serotonin is uptaked in the brain, and some is created through neurotransmission. But your body will produce what it needs through its demand instead of forcing it if you get that system fortified. If you overload serotonin, your body's only going to use what it needs anyway, and it's going to throw off the rest. And like he says in this text here, there's some of these people have a $2,000 program, and the program works. But you can get to the same place naturally. Our body is designed by God and nature to survive and heal itself. If you give it the right, clean, healthy, whole food tools with all the support nutrients, you're going to get there. Next. Dusty Road said, where's the firm located? We're down in Southwest Florida, in Naples, Florida, on the Gulf of Mexico. And then we want you guys to come down here and have tours of the facility and actually bring along pants. We're going to put you to work. You can actually help us make the product. All right, go ahead, Steve.
Chris Sullivan has a question. Are you able to see that one?
Yeah. Any problems or warnings with people have metabolic syndrome, heart glucose problem, kidney problems, and all that. So if they have heart problems, you want to consult your physician as it relates to the Ceva Boost products. Glucose problems, kidney problems, and absorbability problems of the protein. This is a program that you want to interface with your doctor. Remember, we're a direct sales business opportunity company with high quality nutritionals, but we're not doctors. And we're not each individual's patient's doctor, and 1,000 people have 1,000 varieties of disease conditions. So yes, consult your physician. If the physician looks at the Ensure product and bring that for fun and bring our product, I don't see any reasons why any physician would not support the use of this product in any health challenge patient. All right. Anybody else?
Candace Keller has a question about the energy gum. But that might be I don't know if that's she's talking about the X8 or the Slim. Which one, Candace? X8? Are you asking about? I think that's the X8, and that's not in your wheelhouse, right, Kevin? That comes from the other company. Yeah, X8. That's not part of Kevin's program. He's not involved with the X8 product, I believe. Is that correct, Kevin?
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. So we'll have to defer that question, Candace. Guys, we do have another webinar scheduled in this room at the top of the hour, so we got time for a couple more questions for Kevin, and then we're going to be wrapping this one up. So anybody else with a question, you got time for maybe 2 or 3 quick questions, and we'll be winding this one up here in about 6 minutes.
Definitely get some before and after pictures in there. Paul Burke, can we
get some before?
Okay. We're downtown Naples, right near the Gulf. When we go ahead and have the meetings, we'll send you all the right addresses. Very good point. Tamara, yes, you can use any one of the products. You can use all 3 products together, 2, 1, 3, mix and match. You'll be able to tell by your reactions and just adjust as you need. How much weight can you lose in 3 days, Candace asked. That's unique. I've seen people say they've shed 10 pounds. But now if you go promise 10 pounds and they only hit 6 pounds, then you're a loser. So it really depends on the person. It's really amazing. Once you get the body, the things it needs, you get back into balance. And you can't just count on the product. You got to be a partner with the product. Put down the garbage, put down the junk, tell yourself, oh, by the way, I'm on a little bit of a diet here. I'm not on a starvation diet. I'm on a controlled diet. So try and control yourself. Shelly and Lonnie, self-control is part of it too. They're absolutely right. Yeah, you want to lowball a couple pounds. Listen, even a pound a day. What's going to happen in 30 days? That's huge.
Kevin, I'm all disappointed now. I thought I could keep eating cake and ice cream and donuts and all that, and I'm still going to lose 10 pounds. But you're telling me that may not happen.
Just don't eat as much cake and ice cream. Listen, treat yourself. We aren't in prison. You want a donut, have a donut. Do you need the whole one? Can you eat a half a donut, give the other half to the dog? You know what I mean? Just work with it a little bit. And by the way, you're not in prison. Enjoy it. When you go to the wedding, scarf down. You'll make up for it tomorrow by going back on the product.
I was joking, everybody. Come on now. I'm not. Well, I'm a little stupid, but not that stupid. So
I don't recommend giving up apple fritters. Eats a donut whole, Wendy says. Help with steroid or pharmacally induced weight gain. You'd have to ask your doctor, Rico, but pharmaceutically induced weight gain is just creating another trigger. And in many cases, depending on the trigger that was created, it can reset that trigger mechanism. But a lot of times, steroid promotes weight gain because it creates such a craving and such a starving. So use the shake as your satiety factor.
Kevin, here's a question for you, just triggered by Rico's question. What if a person's trying to, they're working out for putting on, they want to beef up, they want to bulk up a little bit and use the protein that way. Can the protein be used for weight gain and building muscle and so forth if you're in a workout?
Absolutely. You see that box? Pre, post, day after workout. And I've got people that are taking 3 a day, which is a lot, and they got to spread it out because you're talking about 60 grams of protein. It is a ton. But you want to do a workout, you're really stressing your body. 100% of the RDI of all the vitamins that you're getting in this product. Remember, that's the recommended dietary intake, which is based on the minimum requirements. So if you're taking 300% of the RDI, none of these get into toxic levels until you get into the 1,000% and more. So taking 3 of these shakes a day is not a problem. So you can do that. And you know what? Then you're mixing it with milk. Then you can throw it with some sugars and extra carbs and eat it with pasta and do all that. Yeah, you can push the limit with it. That's exactly what these weight trainers are doing. And they don't have something that good.
And that really opens up a whole nother market, because not only is there the big weight loss market, but then you got the athletes and the people that are trying to stay in good shape or bulk up and whatnot. So I mean, it can be used for a whole nother strategy. And that's incredible.
Wendy Dayton just hit it on the head. Protein builds muscle. Even if we're losing weight, we do not want to be catabolic. We do not want to eat our muscle. We want to lose fat and gain muscle. So it's not the scale. It's not pounds lost. I don't mind losing 5 pounds of fat, but gaining 7 pounds of muscle. My scale's up 2 pounds, but man, look at how I look. I get ribbed, right. And that kind of a thing. So Wendy hit it right on there. Thanks for the compliment, Gordy.
That's awesome. All right.
Cool. Well, you're going to have some testimonies in the next 60 days. This is going to blow you away. If we can't make the most successful company out of this program and this package, because nobody can come anywhere close to it, this is going to be ridiculous. Sorry, I'm just so excited.
You got me fired up. I'm ready to go. I'm telling you what, we need this product like yesterday. And what we need to know is we got to wrap this up, because we have another webinar coming up here in 5 minutes in this room for another thing. But just give us an idea when we can get you back on for a training. I know you said you had a training that you'd like to dive into the details with our affiliates. When are you thinking would be a good time to launch that training?
Well, I got to watch the Kardashians tomorrow at 6. But other than that, I am ready. I will work with this company 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You tell me when and what. I don't care if it's 6 calls a day. Let's do it. Let's light this puppy up. Okay, I'm there. All right.
You. I'll tell you what. I love the enthusiasm, Kevin. I love the passion you have for this product. And I know we got a lot of people here listening tonight that have got a big smile on their face, because they know that they're eager to try the product and see the kind of results they're hearing about. But they're also already thinking about, man, I know a lot of people that would love to lose a few pounds. I know a lot of people that love to have more energy. And I know a lot of people that would just love to feel a lot better than they do and have a better mood. So, I think everyone's kind of licking their chops right now, just eagerly awaiting this product to arrive. So thank you so much for being here tonight, Kevin. It was a great webinar once again. You're always a great guest, and you're generous with your time. And we'll look forward to getting you back on real soon. And you and I will talk here this week about a date for that training. We'll get you on a training here real soon. Guys, we got to wrap this one up tonight. Thank you again, Kevin, for everything. And type in the chat right now. Let Kevin know how much you love this product, how excited you are about it, and give him a big thank you for his time. And give him some feedback, guys, real quick. We got about 30 seconds here, but just type in real quick what your thoughts are about Ceva Life Wellness System, Ceva Boost, Ceva Total, and Ceva Slim as we go ahead and close out tonight. And
thanks everybody for all your time. Everybody's wonderful, great questions. Very smart crowd. This is cool.
Yeah, we've got some of the best affiliates in the world here in this company, guys. Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. And Kevin, once again, thank you. And this is going to officially close out our webinar tonight. This has been recorded. It'll be up on the YouTube channel tomorrow. If you'd like to get it out to all your team, which you want to do, go to the channel tomorrow, grab the link, and share it with your downline. And tell them next time, come and hear them live. Don't wait for the recording, because it's much better to be here in person. All right, guys, we're done wrapping up. Good night. God bless.